Every once in a year, a particular tribe called the Anyon will gather to celebrate. They will beat the drum and dance. On such special occasion, Anyon Galu usually takes the lead as he is in charge of the talking drum. Many believed that Anyon Galu is exceedingly blessed by the gods because of the spectacular talking drum, and this made some people to wish to be like him. Adisa, a young man who came from a wood-carving lineage, desperately desired to be like Anyon Galu. He knows that whosoever is in possession of the talking drum will be favored and blessed by the gods. He doesn't wish to remain in poverty and die in it like his father, his grandfather, and even his great-grandfather. I must find a solution to my problem, Adisa said to himself, and so he went to the old one. My son, what you seek is not impossible, but may be difficult. But as you know, he who must dine with Eshu must come with a long spoon. You will embark on a journey. You will go to the evil forest and steal the talking drum from the gods. Lobato, Owode. That's all, and start enjoying in money. Seriously, old one? Adisa couldn't believe the simplicity of the task. The old one laughed. Don't you know that anyone who steals from the gods will face a terrible ending? Old one, as long as I will enjoy money, let tomorrow take care of itself. Okay, my son, this is what you will do. You will look for a trusted friend, a friend who can dance to the rhythm of your beat. Why do you need a friend? You need a friend who will be loyal to you, who will be in charge of all your wealth. Because the same hand you use in beating the talking drum must not, I repeat, must not touch material things. Secondly, the drum must remain in your house at all time. And lastly, this last warning is the most important warning. If you dare disobey this last warning, the talking drum will disappear and return back to the gods. And that is how Adisa became a drummer and his friend Agbabiaka became a dancer. Their fame grew. The villagers loved them so much, and even those in the neighboring villages will hail them for their exceptional display. The king of Ikolekiti heard of them and he invited them over, but they turned down his invitation. Time passed. Agbabiaka's daughter, Omosewa, grew into a beautiful woman, and every now and then, her father would teach her the importance of friendship. Omosewa, my daughter, apart from making you a great dancer, so you can be beside Adisa's son, I want you to always remember that we are like rubber that hold and fasten this drum to the body. Though we may look insignificant, but we provide great relief to whosoever bear the talking drum. That is who we are to the Adisa's family. While Omosewa grew to be an obedient child, Lekan, Adisa's son, is the opposite. He enjoys the attention showered on him by the villagers. He can beat all different kinds of drum, and this made him to be very proud. As Adisa aged by the day, his worry grew whether his son will uphold and respect the friendship between the two families. Agbabiaka, my long-time friend, I am worried about my son. So I came up with a solution. Let your daughter, Omosewa, marry my son, Lekan. That way, we can tie our friendship permanently. Omosewa is just like your father, very loyal and also a great dancer. I know that she will not betray my son. But marriage? Agbabiaka interrupted. Yes, my friend, marriage. Or you don't want my son as the husband to your daughter? Or do you think my son is not handsome enough? The women in the villages have eyes on him, and I'm sure even Omosewa can't resist such an handsome man. Adisa teased and laughed. But they grew up together, Adisa continued. I'm sure they will like each other. Agbabiaka breathed deeply. That evening, Adisa called Lekan. If a child knows how to wash his hand, he would definitely eat with the elders. The time has come for me to tell you some secrets, but first, you must marry Omosewa. Bami, rárá o, no, Lekan said immediately. I don't know why we are giving the Agbabiaka's family so much. They control all that we have. All you, Bami, have ever worked for in your entire life. And now, you want to give your only son to them again. What spell have they cast on you, Bami? Lekan, Adisa called. It's like we are living for them. Our beautiful house, they have it, while we live in this hut in the bush. Bami, I will take the talking drum and go far away from the Agbabiaka. Lekan, you must do no such thing, Adisa said quickly. Lekan, listen to me. Lekan. Adisa touched his chest and started coughing. Lekan looked at his father alerted. Bami, what's wrong? I told you that whosoever steals from the gods must reap the consequences. Right from the moment you stole the talking drum, the gods have tied your life to Ayongalu. As Ayongalu age, so also you shall age. If Ayongalu cough, you also must cough. And if Ayongalu dies, Ayonlere, come and give father this medicine for his cough. Ayonleke called his little brother. Ayonlere came out crying. He started coughing, touching his chest, shouting, my chest, and he died. The cup filled with the medicine dropped from Ayonleke's hand, hearing the sad news. Not too long, Agbabiaka also fell ill, and Omosewa was beside her father crying. Agbabiaka explained all the past to her daughter and told her that she must get Lekan to return to his father's hut and place the talking drum back in his father's chamber. That is the only remedy. So Omosewa went in search of Lekan. Has anybody seen Lekan? Jalolo, Jalolo, he's tall and handsome. Jalolo, Jalolo, he has 2 tribal marks. Jalolo, Jalolo. Has anybody seen Lekan? Jalolo, Jalolo, he's tall and handsome. Jalolo, Jalolo, he has 2 tribal marks. Jalolo, Jalolo. And soon, she heard that Lekan had proceeded to Ikole Ekiti So Omosewa went back to her father. "It's finished!" Omosewa cried beside her father. The last warning, and very important. The talking drum must not be taken to Ikolekiti, where the king resides. You know that the kings are referred to as the second next to the gods, Igbakeji Orisha. If the king hears the talking drum, the power in the king will make it disappear and return back to the gods. But Lekan, not aware of this warning, took the drum to the king. The talking drum returned back to the gods. Old one, let's assume the worst happened. How do we rectify this my wrongdoings? Adisa asked the old one. That's why I told you, you need a trusted friend to make right the wrong. This your friend will send his only daughter to the evil forest to offer sacrifice to the gods. But the gods will test our intention if they are true and pure. In order to save the life of her father and make right the wrong, she knelt before the gods, holding the sacrifice. Right there in the shrine, a voice echoed, "We are something! We are a band, but we can't beat the drum!" Omosewa was silent for some minutes until she remembered the words of her father. I want you to always remember that we are like a rubber that hold and fasten the drum. Rubber band? Rubber band? Omosewa answered. Correct! The voice echoed back. The gods accepted the sacrifice and gave her the talking drum. Omosewa returned the talking drum back to Anyoleke. She also apologized. But Anyoleke, whose father just passed away, doesn't want to subject Omosewa into such fate. He took the drum to Agbabiaka's house, and the presence of the drum made him to recover. Also, Anyoleke was impressed by the loyalty of the Agbabiaka, so he decided to remain with them. He will beat the talking drum, and Omosewa will vibe to his beat. Soon, the villagers loved them so much, and Lekan, with all his skills, has no one to listen to the beat of his drum. Indeed, pride goes before downfall.